were supposed to meet us here.
I thought the crew was supposed to be here.
No, there's nothing we can
wait.
do.
There's a basketball. Horse?
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking.
I'm going to beat you. You go first.
Hook shot from the free throw line, nothing but net.
KARE 11 presents the All-Star Saturday Jam. Brought to you in part by McDonald's, U.S. West, and by the Minnesota Corn Growers Association.
KARE 11's All-Star Saturday Jam. I'm Joan Steffen.
I'm Randy Shaver. Nice to have you with us, folks, and I am going to beat you a couple of times over in that horse game before it's all said and done.
I think you could be in for Charles Barkley this weekend. That hook shot was pretty impressive, Rand.
I'd like to have Charles Barkley's money for being here for this weekend. It should be a very fun weekend here at the Metrodome for the jam session, of course, the Target Center. This is probably the biggest gathering of stars in one place since really the U.S. Open, when all the great golfers from across the entire world came here for that summer weekend. And then, of course, we've had the Baseball All-Star Game. We've had the Stanley Cup, the Super Bowl, a lot of great events. But the NBA All-Star Game brings great players in one place, and they're so publicly oriented. They want people to be in touch with the players, and
how do you
really
hide
are.
when you're 7 feet tall? I think that's kind of a problem if you want to have a low profile. It's not going to happen at NBA All-Star Weekend. We got lots of fans here. We're at the Metrodome where the jam session is. Lots of fans out here, and we're going to give you a little tour a little later on in the program of what's going on out here.
We're also going to take you over to the Target Center where the rookie game started just a few minutes ago, and that, of course, is the gathering of some of the best rookies in the NBA, and we'll have a report from over there in just a minute, too.
Yep, that inaugural rookie game tipped off at the Target Center about a half an hour ago. Following that game will be the slam dunk contest. That's always fun, and the three-point shootout. And then tomorrow, the big East-West showdown takes place when all the All-Stars take the court, and that is scheduled for 5:30. And, of course, you can see that right here on Channel 11. Today, though, the Twin Cities fans got a chance to see these All-Stars in action. They practiced right back here, I understand, this morning.
Yeah, they had a shoot-around here this morning, and it was open to the public, a chance for people to get a chance to see these stars. Again, the NBA is very people-oriented. They want the fans to be able to get close and to kind of touch and see the players sort of thing. If you weren't lucky enough to be here, we did send 3 cameras down here today, and here's what we saw.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone.
This is like a playground game. You know, you go out with a bunch of friends on the playground and you just have fun.
Well, I guess you're closer to the fans. You know, sometimes the fans buy those tickets, man, and they want to meet the players and get a closer relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. And just enjoy being here.
You know, we all get along. We respect each other's abilities and talents, and you know, we just go out on the court and try to blend them together.
Hey, here it is, Cat Candy, the one the Shaq eats right here. 125.
Yeah, you just have to run, jump up and down, look away passes, shoot some threes, get some dunks. Just show the fans a good time.
Shoot some threes?
Shoot some threes. Oh, you got the okay from Lenny.
You got the okay to shoot a three-pointer along that.
That's right.
Oh, I'm just looking for, hopefully we'll win. Just going to have a lot of fun. You know, they beat us the last 2 times, so it's our turn to get them back.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. You know, all of the NBA All-Stars are here this weekend. Charles Barkley, of course, is not playing, but they're all here. But the thing that seems to be missing this year from past years is the big stars, the big names. They just aren't here.
It's been missing all year in the NBA.
Yeah.
In fact, I talked to Jackie McMullen from the Boston Globe the other day, and she was saying that the NBA has been somewhat boring this year because they're missing those big stars, Magic and Michael and Larry Bird and Kevin McHale now because of the retirement. So we're going to see a lot of new faces in this All-Star game tomorrow, and a lot of people, I think, are asking, who are these guys? The NBA has always been a collection of stars, with a few supernovas. Star power. It shot the NBA into a galaxy all its own. But those familiar stars, those supernovas, finally burnt out. Now when you turn on the NBA, you're going to see a different looking league. When you turn on the All-Star Game Sunday, you're going to see the future of the NBA. there are 10 first-time All-Stars like East starter B.J. Armstrong of the Bulls, his backcourt mate Kenny Anderson of the Nets, East starting forward Derek Coleman of New Jersey, and Latrell Sprewell of Golden State. He wasn't even on the All-Star ballot. Who are these guys?
It's a change of the guard, and to me, that's fine.
I think that's good. Change is good, and all the players have worked very hard to get here.
They want to make an impact, so it should be a fun game.
Well, it is a change. It's a lot of new faces, a lot of different names.
It's definitely time for someone else to step up and take the show.
The highlight of my life right now as far as making this All-Star team.
The fans need to see these guys. These guys are great players.
The average age of the 10 new All-Stars is 25 years old. Add to that Shawn Kemp at age 24 and Shaquille O'Neal at 21, and you've got a definite changing of the guard. Or maybe it would be more appropriate to say a new galaxy of shooting stars, possible supernovas, players to watch for years to come. Actually, you know, some of these players who have made it to the All-Star game are really players that most NBA people know. It's just that the average fan is a little bit surprised, I think, that B.J. Armstrong and Kenny Anderson, players like that, are starters in the All-Star game.
We don't recognize them from their commercial endorsements. That's the problem.
You really don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Karl Malone, there's a big picture of Karl Malone out here at the jam session. Karl Malone told me yesterday at the gathering that it's time that these players, the older players, guys like himself, step aside and let these guys step in and let them play. You know, other players had to step aside to let him come into the All-Star realm, and now he knows it's time for other guys to do the same. So.
Well, I hope someday that there'll be a Timberwolf that can step in and take the place on the All-Star team. We don't have any this year, unfortunately.
Not in the All-Star game itself, no.
Right, but we do have somebody who's playing a big role in the All-Star weekend, I would think. Didn't you talk to him?
Yes, I did. Talking about Isaiah Rider.
You bet.
Isaiah Rider really is going to be a superstar in this league before it's all said and done. I really believe that, and so will Christian Laettner, I think, too. But Isaiah Rider, on the night he was drafted, predicted that he would win the slam dunk contest, not even knowing that he would make it.
And what did he say last night? He was working on wicked things.
He's got wicked things planned for the slam dunk contest. I had a chance to talk to J.R. Rider yesterday. Here are some of his thoughts heading into tonight's slam dunk contest.
If I get in a slam dunk contest, I guarantee I'm taking it. I'm telling everybody now. I'll do 2 or 3 dunks that I know I do that I think will get big numbers. I mean, I'll go between the legs. I'll do that. Then I got a windmill that I do.
Rider in the double pump jam. Easy Rider.
Then I got this other dunk that I do that I don't want to say yet. I got some traditional old school zap. It's called more bounce to the ounce.
I really think that Isaiah Rider has a very good chance to win this contest tonight. And I say that because he's in front of the home crowd.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference. We've seen some All-Stars in the past. When they get the crowd behind them in the slam dunk contest, they really can't carry it to some
Plus he's
lofty
confident,
heights.
but he seemed supremely confident yesterday. All of a sudden he got to be this real talkative guy. I mean, he started to feel at home.
There's also money involved.
There's money involved. That'll do
And
it
that makes a
every
big
time,
difference.
won't it?
Speaking of money, there's a man that's here in town that makes a truckload of money. His name is Shaquille O'Neal, and he also costs arenas around the country some money when he breaks some backboards. We're going to see if the Target Center's ready for Shaquille O'Neal.
But first, here's J.R. Rider's competition in tonight's slam dunk contest.
know, this earth of ours takes a lot of abuse. And every day we pound it a little more. And that's why we need to demand clean-burning ethanol-blended fuel. So unless we make a change for clean air,
Steve, how can one phone line do the work of two?
I don't know.
How can you prioritize your incoming calls?
I don't know. Ask me something about plumbing.
Don't worry, Steve. The small business group at US West is here to handle your phones. And now during our free installation proclamation, we're installing lots of products free. Call us to find out which ones can help your business. After all, you know plumbing. And we know phones. The small business group at US West.
Right now, McDonald's is making something special for you every month. A burger above and beyond what's already on our menu. And it'll be big on taste. It's called McDonald's Burger of the Month.
This month, it's a mushroom Swiss quarter-pounder sandwich. Pure beef topped off with creamy Swiss cheese sauce and mushrooms. It's delicious, it's special, and it's only available this month.
As for the next Burger of the Month, we'll be making it equally delicious. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Now let me get this straight. You want a great deal on a new car, and you're considering a Pontiac Grand Am or a Honda Accord? You do want air conditioning, right? Well, no problem on this Grand Am, but it costs a lot more on the Accord. Automatic transmission? It's included in the Grand Am's price. And you want anti-lock brakes? Well, that's a biggie for the import. So you want all that, and you're considering the Accord? I thought you wanted a great deal.
The 94 Pontiac Grand Am with $1,000 cash back. It's $3,800 less than Accord at your Pontiac Excitement dealers.
There's no way you can make this shot.
Okay, you whimpering sports animal. I'm going to take it off the ref, off Christian Leitner's hair, through the Hall of Fame, nothing but net.
What do you mean, whimpering sports animal?
I've known you for 11 years. I know you're a whimpering sports animal.
Here's the funny part. Off Christian Leitner's hair, no problem. Off my hair, opposite direction.
The ball would have exploded.
Oh, thank you.
You know, there's a lot of action here right now at the Metrodome. We've got basketball on rollerblades, all kinds of stuff. Lots of people out shooting baskets. But most of the events are taking place over at the Target Center today, obviously.
As we mentioned earlier, the rookie game is underway over at the Target Center. And then also tonight, they've got the three-point shooting contest and the slam dunk contest.
That'll be fun.
Here with a preview of what's going on over the Target Center is Tim McNiff. Tim?
Well, Randy and Joe, and all the action taking place inside the Target Center. Right now, the rookie game is in progress. That'll be followed by the slam dunk competition, and the evening concludes with the long-distance shootout. But of course, the big game is tomorrow, and with it comes a big test for Target Center employees who have to prepare for the Shack Attack.
Once again, it's time to get back at coaches, the tall human being, and that's right, Shack of coaches.
He's 7'1" and 300 pounds. And for unsuspecting basketball hoops, the bite of the Shack Attack can prove fatal. Fans and players alike eagerly anticipate the next basket assault by Orlando center Shaquille O'Neal. But for Target Center officials, a Shack Attack during the All-Star game is their worst nightmare.
Every time Shaq is up in the air, there's a deep breath. You're holding your breath, hoping that the rim doesn't come down with him.
Brad Dillon is the Target Center's event manager, the guy in charge of turning this ordinary arena into the NBA's All-Star Showcase.
It's a celebration of basketball. It's an entertainment experience.
And the last thing Dillon needs is a party crasher.
We have three extra glass backboards in the facility. We have 4 rims, and we have an extra stanchion support system. We have contingency plans for hoops, contingency plans for glass. So we would be down if he broke those 2 things for 20, 30 minutes and we get the game going.
Now I'm joking, backboards are broken.
Basket, different story. It takes really about 4 hours to place one of these things on the floor. We're crossing our fingers and hoping that he doesn't do that.
So the contingency plans have been made. There's extra hoops, extra backboards, extra rims. But the question is, how hard is it to break one of these rims? And as you can see, it's kind of hard, but just how hard is it? Well, let's go find out.
What does it take? The first thing is angular momentum. You got a guy 7'1", 300 pounds twisting around. He can exert tremendous force on the basket. The next factor is torque. Torque depends on force and distance. Shaquille O'Neal has massively long arms. Here's a 300-pound Shaquille O'Neal. Those huge, long arms can exert 1,200 pounds of force on the basket.
Is that all there is?
There's the X factor. They better have another backboard.
And that's why at the Target Center, there's a backup basket, just in case. So here it is, it's under plastic. This is your ace in the hole, but it's a card you hope you never have to play. And say it stays here throughout the course of the weekend, it never gets taken out. Can I have it?
You can.
It would be my souvenir. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm going to hold him to it. If Shaq behaves himself tomorrow, that basket is mine. From the Target Center, I'm Tim McNiff, sending it back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Tim.
Quick question. Where were you the first time you saw Shaquille O'Neal shatter a backboard?
I was at Williams Arena with you during Olympic Fest.
I remember seeing that man for the first time.
Yeah.
He is incredible.
The amazing thing about Shaquille is he's 21 years old, and it seems like he's been in the NBA quite a few years. He really hasn't, but he is going to grow old in this league and still be very young. He's going to be around a long time.
I guess we already do have a star for the future there, don't we?
Yeah, we really do. Shaquille O'Neal is really something. He's also very marketable, and I think the NBA, as you probably know, is very much into marketing. In fact, out here at the Jam Session, you can buy all sorts of NBA stuff out here, and the league is making sure you can get your hands on just about anything you want.
You bet, and it's big news for both hardcore fans, and it's big news for those who don't even follow the game at all. It's high fashion these days.
Money talks. I hate to say it, but I know it's true.
It's not just the fans of teams buying these hats, jerseys, jackets, and shirts. Lots of people are buying them to make fashion statements because they like the colors and team logos. Just 12 years ago, NBA properties accounted for about $10 million in sales. This year, they'll sell $2.8 billion worth. The NBA's top-selling teams are, in this order, the Chicago Bulls, even without Michael Jordan, the Charlotte Hornets, the Orlando Magic, the Phoenix Suns, and the LA Lakers round out the top 5. Despite what sells the best, all 27 teams split the profits equally.
Money talks, honey, money talks. Money talks!
So you've got 27 teams. Where do you think the Timberwolves fit in all of that?
You know, early on in their expansion years, they were one of the hotter selling items.
Oh, really?
That's true, but
they've
have
dropped off a bit. They're now at 16th out of all the 27. And who's 27th? Do you have any idea?
Probably a team that has been struggling for a while, and after looking at your notes on your page, the Washington Bullets.
The Washington Bullets. How did you know?
That would be my guess.
The amazing Kreskin over here. Well,
the amazing Randy.
Yeah. Well, according to a lot of people, basketball is the #1 team sport in the country. And when we come back, we're going to show you some of the young starters.
This is a very good story,
funny.
by the way, that you put together for this. You don't want to miss it. Also, when we come back, or before we leave here, we want to show you the three-point shooting contestants at the Target Center tonight. Here they are.
Minneapolis and St. Paul, there's still one number you should call. 488-8888. A Pizza Hut delivery is really great.
Yeah, call Pizza Hut Delivery now and get a medium specialty pizza, like a pepperoni lovers, meat lovers, even a supreme, plus breadsticks, all for just $8.88. That's pizza and sticks, just $8.88.
Call 488-8888.
We don't buy athletes.
All the other schools are doing it, Coach.
We owe them this money.
I figure about 30 grand. Like to have it in cash.
Did you cheat?
He bought him, Charlie. I know he bought him. Did you take money?
We owe it to him! Nick Nolte and Shaquille O'Neal.
Blue Chips, rated PG-13, starts Friday, February 18th at theaters everywhere.
Call it nature's original ice maker. Canada, the country that's 40% frozen, 100% pure. And the birthplace of ice, Molson Ice. Ice brewed by North America's oldest brewery to be colder and bolder, yet smooth as ice. Molson Ice. From the land where ice was born.
Get ready for the world's greatest basketball show. Catch the action and feel the fresh excitement of the magical Harlem Globetrotters. The slamming, the jamming, even a little dancing. Don't miss the Harlem Globetrotters. The world's greatest basketball show.
Sunday, March 6th at Target Center, featuring a Carol Evans celebrity basketball game. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or call 989-5151. Presented by your local Midas dealer.
Off the speaker, through the revolving door, off the IDS tower, back through the revolving door, and nothing but net.
That revolving door shot always gets me.
Actually, one of my better efforts.
Unbelievable. When did you start playing basketball?
I probably started playing when I was 5 or 6 years old.
And you practice a lot, so obviously practice does not make perfect, but
yes.
Lots of kids out there are playing basketball.
They really are. There's a lot of them out here today.
Oh, yeah. If you look around, they're just having a great time down there. And actually, I went out the other day, and I sought out one of the youngest teams that I could find in the area, and I had such a good time shooting this story. As I found out, in the Twin Cities, kids, you're never too young to start playing basketball. Watch this.
Ready? Remember I said, no traveling, no double dribbles, and I'm calling fouls today.
The Falwell Fundamental Basketball Team in Minneapolis is a well-oiled machine. But it hasn't always been so. It's taken them 6 weeks of grueling once-a-week workouts to achieve this athletic polish.
Nice shot!
The calisthenics are killers. But the dribble drills pay off. Garen here is working on that difficult-to-master Michael Jordan tongue formation. And it all comes together at game time.
All right, nice shot.
They're all 7 or 8 years old, and they all have their specialties.
Dribbling. Shooting. Stealing.
And they all have a few kinks to work out, except maybe Bryce. Is there somebody you compare yourself to who plays basketball?
Michael Jordan, Shaq.
But as good as these guys are, there's one thing Shaq has on them. So what do you have left to work on in your game?
Dunking.
Dunking. Why is dunking so hard?
Because I'm not that tall yet.
Good point. Chris looking at this is like Shaq looking at an 18-foot-high hoop. Still, the dream is there for these guys, and worth shooting for. Chris was so funny when I asked him to dunk. Here's this 3'6" guy just leaping at this 10-foot-high hoop. It was.
But you know, these days now they have baskets where you can lower the baskets down to different heights now to allow kids to have a chance to do that.
They do not allow that at Falwell. They're going to make the shot at the 10-foot level, and they do. They're really talented. We decided they're the all-star team of 2010, probably 15, maybe something like that. Well, when we come back, we're going to show you around the jam session here a little bit.
Yeah, we want to show you the All-Stars that are coming up. They'll be starting in tomorrow's game. Here they are.
know, this earth of ours takes a lot of abuse. And every day we pound it a little more. And that's why we need to demand clean-burning, ethanol-blended fuel. So unless we make a change for clean air,
Steve, how can one phone line do the work of two?
I don't know.
How can you prioritize your incoming calls?
I don't know. Ask me something about plumbing.
Don't worry, Steve. The small business group at US West is here to handle your phones. And now during our free installation proclamation, we're installing lots of products free. Call us to find out which ones can help your business. After all, you know plumbing. And we know phones. The small business group at US West.
Right now, McDonald's is making something special for you every month. A burger above and beyond what's already on our menu. And it'll be big on taste. It's called McDonald's Burger of the Month.
This month, it's a mushroom Swiss quarter-pounder sandwich, pure beef topped off with creamy Swiss cheese sauce and mushrooms. It's delicious, it's special, and it's only available this month.
As for the next Burger of the Month, we'll be making it equally delicious. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Feel like celebrating?
Okay, you ready for this one?
All right.
Okay. Up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Off the Bratwurst. Through the Lowry Tunnel. Off Major's head.
That'll be good.
I don't think so. Not off this toupee. Nothing but net.
Somehow I figured we'd both lose on that one. Oh, well, if you haven't had a chance to get down to the jam session, you do still have time. It's open until 10 tonight, and then I believe it opens again at 10 tomorrow morning and runs until 8 tomorrow night, and it's fun down there.
It really is fun, and for a look at what you'll see, we sent Tim McNipp out, and, well, he kind of took part in the jam session. Here it is.
Welcome to the NBA Jam Session.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Charlotte with the ball on the outside. It's Curry. Curry looking inside. The distance Johnson to Morning and the monster jam. Oh my!
Mom, Mitch, you've been here for 2 hours.
Back off! Now it's the Celtics ball. It's McHale in the paint. Oh! You got nothing. You're weak. I'm taking you to the hole. You got nothing.
You're weak. You can't go past me.
Foul! Foul! You strong. Foul! That was nothing but skin. You fouled me. That was not clean. That was foul.
Hey, man, how was it?
It was good.
All right.
That man worries me.
I know. And Tony, by the way, made that shot. You didn't see it, but little Tony made that shot. So
And if you want to come down to the jam session, just understand that Tim will not be here, so you'll probably be safe. It'll be just fine.
Hey, don't forget now, the NBA rookie game is going on at the Target Center, the slam dunk and the three-point contest. We'll have it on our 10 o'clock news coming up tonight.
We'll see you back here on our 10 o'clock news. Thanks for joining us today.
Have a good night.
Good night.